Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hello Word, the podcast that makes vocabulary learning fun. I'm your host, Alex, and today we're diving into a really useful word, chart. Now, as a B2 level verb, chart means to record or plan something on a graph, map, or diagram, usually to show progress or changes over time. It's about visually representing information or making a strategic plan. Think about doctors charting a patient's progress, or businesses charting their sales figures. It's not just about drawing lines, it's about understanding trends and making informed decisions. Let's look at some synonyms. One great synonym for chart is map. For example, the explorers mapped the coastline. You can see it's similar because they're both about visually representing something. Another synonym is plot. The company plotted their expansion strategy. This emphasizes the planning aspect of charting. We can also use graph. For instance, the scientist graphed the data from the experiment. Here, it directly relates to creating a visual representation of information. Consider plan as a synonym too, especially when discussing future actions. The team planned their route up the mountain. Now, let's explore the opposite side of things with antonyms. One antonym for chart, when thinking about planning, is improvise. Instead of meticulously planning, you're making it up as you go along. The musician decided to improvise the solo. Another antonym, focusing on the visual representation aspect, is ignore. If you chart something, you're paying close attention to it, but if you ignore it, you're deliberately not. The government ignored the rising unemployment rates. We can also use neglect. It's like ignore, but with a sense of duty. The city neglected to chart the growth of the homeless population. Thinking about the opposite of recording progress, we have disregard. He disregarded the information I presented. Another antonym is forget. She forgot the route of the race. So, how can we use chart in everyday life? Well, if you're trying to achieve a goal, you might chart your progress. For example, I'm charting my weight loss on an app. Or if you're managing a project, you might chart the milestones. We need to chart the progress of the building project. Even in less formal situations, you can use chart. For example, let's chart a course for the best ice cream in town. This means let's plan a route. Here are some more usage examples in sentences and phrases. The pilot charted a course around the storm. The teacher charted the students' progress on the test. The company uses software to chart market trends. We need to chart a new direction for the company. I'm charting my expenses to see where my money is going. The doctor will chart your vital signs during the examination. They charted a new area of research. You could say the artist charted a new course in her career. We can chart the project schedule using Gantt charts. The team charted out the sales for the last month. Let's chart a path forward for our business. The teacher charted the students' progress on the math test. Researchers are working to chart the human genome. I'm charting out my goals for the next year. Scientists chart the movement of stars and planets. The organization is charting a plan to address climate change. The coach charted the team's performance statistics. She charted her family history on a genealogy website. The explorers charted unknown territories. Analysts chart the stock market performance daily. Historians chart the rise and fall of empires. The economists charted the GDP growth over the past decade. So there you have it. We've explored the meaning of chart, its synonyms like map, plot, graph, and plan, and its antonyms like improvise, ignore, neglect, disregard, and forget. We've also seen how it can be used in various contexts, from planning a route to tracking personal progress. I hope this episode has helped you add another valuable word to your English vocabulary. Thanks for tuning in to Hello Word. Before you go, I have a small favor to ask. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. Your support helps others find the show and continue their English learning journey. Also, I'd love to see how you use the word chart. Create your own sentence using chart and share it as a comment under the video. Until next time, happy learning!